Okay, everyone, good afternoon. Jeff here. I got a little bit to show you on the Prusa Mendel printer. I'm building a hot end for it, and just to show you a few things that I've made. I don't know if you can see this very well, so I'll go ahead and put an end on it. Here's the tip that I made. Did it on the lathe and the milling machine. Put a hex nut end on it, milled it in, and put a flat on one side. That's going to be for the thermistor to set in. And unscrew this. I've got a hole through it all the way. The orifice is a 0.5 millimeter. That's what the extrusion point. And then I drilled a hole through a brass tube, or not tube, but solid piece of brass, threaded it and turned the end on it so it would mesh into the extruder tip and make a seal just by screwing it in and tightening it down. Copying Maker Gear instructions, so I thought I would change it up a little bit from the design I had before. The design I had before was just a straight barrel with a hole in one end all the way through, but with a 0.5 millimeter hole through the other end, so the holes meet each other, and this would be the extrusion tip and the barrel. But I went ahead and changed it up because if it plugs up, this would be easy to take off, this would not. So common logic, went ahead and just made it to where it comes apart. That way I can clean the tip real easily. Next thing I've got is I'm building the hot end of it. Here's what I started out with. Threaded the inside and the outside. The outside measures 3/8, the inside measures 1/4 inch thread, number 7 drill bit. So this screws on to the barrel like so, all the way down, and this makes up the hot end, and I'll show you close to being finished the hot end product. Here's my hot end with oven cement and the element wire wrapped around it. So as you can see, it's threaded on the inside and the outside. The threads help when you wind the wire around it. The wire falls right into the threads. And notice I slotted one end of it, that you put the wire in there and you start from that point and wind it around. And I did cheat a little bit. I went ahead and put super glue on one end, just a very tiny little bit, and from that point it held it in place while I was winding it, and then I held it tight and super glued the other end together as well. So now I'm almost ready to connect the wires, high heat wire, to these terminals, or to the end of the element wire, and then I'll cement all that in. Then I'll cure it, and then it'll be ready to screw into the peak plastic that I have. It's plastic that holds heat really well. So as you can see, I've almost got the hot end made up, and I think my design will be easy to where if it does plug up, I can get this tip off really easy from the hexagon style that I've made the end of it. Just unscrew it. So that's where I'm at on the hot end. I've almost got it, and the casting plate that I made for the printer itself, the heating plate to print on, I'll show you that real quick. As you can see, it slides pretty easily. And it's got some rises and ridges in it. I might have to sand this down. I'm not sure yet. I do know I have to put tape on it to print on, so that's probably what I'll do. Thank you for watching. This is Jeff. Bye.